If you've been selling on Amazon for any given amount of time, whether you are a brand new seller or you are a seasoned vet, you run into this problem constantly, and it can be really frustrating and kind of a nightmare if you don't have the proper tools to help you out. And that is restocking inventory that has some sort of sale or promotion attached to it. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, there are two different ways that you can look at buying inventory. There's one way, which is called replenishable. These are going to be products that you buy at full MSRP price that sell on Amazon for a higher price, and there is some sort of arbitrage there. Now, these product leads are great when you can find them. They're easy to restock. They are normally profitable. And if you can find the products that are selling fast enough, they can be really great for your business. Here's the downside that I have found after 13 years of selling. It is really difficult to scale up your business into multiple seven figures if you're not sourcing inventory that uses sales or promos. When you find those items and you buy them, they're great. The missing ingredient that my team and I were able to figure out is, how do we replenish that inventory every time that there is a sale and promo? How do we remember to look back at those products? We were trying to do this with a spreadsheet. It got really messy because we just had a long spreadsheet of product leads. So when there was a sale or a promo, we had to then try to filter and sort through that spreadsheet, which was just a nightmare. And we had to open up every single URL just to even see if it was selling for a profitable price on Amazon. It was a mess. That all changed when we launched Sourceflow.io. My name is Taylor Dunn from Sourceflow.io, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I use Sourceflow to be able to quickly identify all the products from a certain supplier when there is a sale or promo going on, and make sure that I'm only looking at items that are selling for a high enough price on Amazon to make it worth my while to actually restock that inventory. Let's go ahead and jump into my computer right now and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we are in my computer right now and I'm at MissJessies.com, where they have a 40% off all full-size products using a certain promo code. Now, I've sold Miss Jessies before in the past, and I know that they are a good source. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my Sourceflow account, and inside of Smart Data, which is my database where all my product leads live, I'm going to search up the supplier, MissJessies.com. Now, I'm going to make sure that I add the .com part to my search, because the results that I will get are only going to be leads from that specific website. It's not going to be the brand from other suppliers. I want to find leads that are specifically for MissJessies.com. Now, I am searching all of my database. So I am searching, if I go to my date range, I'll go to all, and I'm just going to hit select, and I'm going to apply that, which is going to go through all of my historical leads and pull up all the ones from MissJessies.com. And I have it sorted by net profit from descending. So it's going to go from the highest net profit item down to the lowest. Here's the cool thing about Sourceflow is we are updating the Amazon prices constantly inside of your database. For example, I can see this lead here that was delivered to me and published on November 30th, 2020, but it was last updated June 11th, 2025, which is actually today's date. Right now on Amazon, it's selling for $27.94. I was able to buy this for $5.50 previously on a buy one, get one free promo. Right now I'm using 40% off, so I might not get as good of a deal, but I know that with a high selling price like this, it might be worthwhile for us to purchase. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply open up the Amazon listing, and I'm going to open up the supplier URL as well. And I can see here that some things have changed. We have a $15 buy cost for this product for the 8.5 ounce bottle. It looks like maybe they changed their packaging since this lead was originally shared. So they have an 8 ounce bottle. There is an 8.5, which actually is a match to the supplier side. Now the packaging looks a little bit different, but that is pretty common with OA. This is an older packaging. It is an 8.5 ounce bottle, and it is the leave-in condition. All that kind of makes sense and lines up. Now I can tell you right now, this isn't going to work out for us. Amazon's in stock on this. So I'm going to just exclude this from my results, and I'm going to work on the next item on my list. Now this one was delivered in 2021 with a $14 buy cost, 8.5 ounce bottle, 8.5 ounce bottle. Now this is a 2 count, so it needs to be 2 bottles for this. If I'm buying this for $16 a bottle, you're going to be talking about a $32 buy cost, but there's a 40% off coupon. So I'm going to times that by 0.60 to figure out what that 40% off would look like. And I look at a buy cost of $19.20. Now I'll just come down here to the Keep a graph. I can see that's been out of stock for a long time. There's only one offer on this. This is prime for me. I usually love buying stuff that was out of stock recently where there's very low offers. And this is one of those products. I can see here there is a little bit of a risk. This item was selling for $28.76 when it was last in stock on Amazon. Not the end of the world. It's kind of a, a little bit of a negative selling price. I can see here, if I look at the all-time history though, this had no problem selling for around the $30 or $32 price point, even as high as $39.99. So am I taking a little bit of a risk? Maybe, but because there's only one offer on this is an old lead, I don't feel so worried about this. I might buy a handful of, I look at this, 1920 is my selling price. All I'd want to do is I'd want to add a couple of these to my cart. I already have the discount loaded in my checkout. So I can see here that buying 4 is going to cost me $38.40. So I just come over here to my calculator, type in 38.40 divided by 2 because I had a quantity of 4 in my checkout. It's only going to be 2. 19.20 is the buy cost that I am seeing. And again, the only offer on this right now is an FBA offer for $39, which results in profit. So this is something that I probably will want to purchase. What I'm going to do is I am just going to add it to my buy list now. I'm going to add 3 2-pack worth. I already have it set up to add to my buy list, and I'm just going to add that. I'm just setting it aside for me to purchase later. I look at another item here. This is a 3 count of the same product. I can see here, again, I'm buying a 2-pack for $19.20. So just doing some quick math, $19.20 divided by 2 means I'm buying each one of these for $9.60. So if I take that $9.60 times it by 3, my buy cost should be $28.80. For the same product. This $28.80 price I see could be really great. Now I do see that this is a variation listing and the 3-pack doesn't seem to be selling nearly as quickly as the 2-pack was. Offer count movement is just staying really flat, but there is profit to be made here. So I might actually buy one of these 3-packs just to test it out and send it in. I see that the price did drop down recently, but there's still enough profit to where it makes sense. So this will be another item that I probably will buy 1 3-pack of. So I'm going to set my quantity to 1. I'm going to add it to my buy. We are pulling the variation details from Amazon. Things like the pack of 3 is already going to be noted in my buy list. So I don't have to add any extra information about that. Next is going to be this buttercream. I'm going to open this up. Looks like I bought it. It came out in 2021. And it had a 50% off promo code with it. Amazon's on this listing. I'm just going to skip it and move to the next one. And I'm just going to work down this list. Now, I had a ton of results, right? Originally, I had, in my database, I have probably close to 250,000 leads. I've narrowed down my search results to only 46. I'm organizing things to only show me the highest net profit first and then work my way down. So I know that I can just go down this list. And once the net profit gets a little too low for me, then I'll just go ahead and start another search. This should just go to show how easy it is to target your sales and promos when they are happening inside of your database without using spreadsheets. Our team is able to quickly do this every single day, and they build us a replen list. Basically, it is a list of products that they're like, hey, this is on sale right now. We've sold this before in the past. We think that we should buy more of this, or maybe we should buy this for the first time because the sale is so good. And what my team does is they're just constantly looking at SalesGazer. And whenever a new promotion email comes through, they investigate that promo, doing the same method that I just showed you, which results in thousands of dollars worth of products every day for me to look at and make buying decisions. Now, Sourceflow is a tool that you can try out for free. There is a 14-day free trial. If you go to sourceflow.io and sign up for a free trial, no credit card needed at all. Jump in, upload all your old leads, add them in with the extension, and you can actually take all your database that you have on a spreadsheet, put it inside of a tool that helps you easily track, manage, sort, filter out your product leads. It also does a whole bunch more when it comes to purchase orders. I actually run my entire business on Sourceflow. I haven't used a spreadsheet in about 4 years to run my day-to-day operations for my Amazon business. I do everything within a side of Sourceflow. It helps us stay focused. It helps us stay organized. It reduces wasted time. It also reduces errors. And it's a simple system that my team of VAs can understand and use to keep everything flowing inside of our business. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Other than that, I will see you on the next one.